With the recently confirmed minimum wage for St. Lucia, Chamber of Commerce Executive Director Brian Louisi lamented on the impact of the minimum wage, which will increase the labor cost of many businesses.
I think this is a bit of a ticklish one because we'll have to assess the extent of impact, the number of people who are going to be impacted, the number of businesses that will be impacted, and the actual extent of the impact. And so it is not necessarily the case that we will see or we could expect to see inflation as a result. And inflation really is the rate of increase.
Based on consultations with the Chamber of Commerce members, Louisi provided feedback on the impact that the new minimum wage will have on their businesses, which represent a small segment of the private sector.
From the preliminary results of the Chamber's latest business performance survey, and I say preliminary because we're still finalizing it, the majority of members of the Chamber, for instance, and that's just one sector and one segment of the economy, will the large majority of them will not be affected by the minimum wage. And what is being said to us is that a small percentage will be affected, but the extent of the impact is not huge. Now, that is not for every firm. So I think that the question is that, yes, we will have some firms and some businesses who are going to be impacted, who will be anxious, but there will be some who it will not be affected.
The Chamber of Commerce Executive Director drew a contrast between the impact on the beneficiaries of the wage increase and businesses.
But it could be a positive thing for business. It can, in terms of putting more purchasing power in the hands of a critical demographic and segment of the economy, but where it impacts the small and micro sector, where their margins are already thin, where they don't have huge opportunities for changing and increasing margins or even changing how they do business, there will be some pain in there. But overall, the Chamber is not expecting significant negative impact across the economy.
Louisi described the involvement of the Chamber of Commerce in establishing the bill.
On the Chamber's part, we thought that the process could have been a lot more interactive and engaging. When the announcement was made of the minimum wage, we called and requested a meeting for the wider membership, when initially the approach that was proffered was that it would be with the board or a few representatives of the Chamber. So we thought there should have been broader participation and from earlier, so that there could have been more engagement.
Louisi provided his perspective on the process to confirm the new minimum wage.
We think that one of the weaknesses was that there was not an impact assessment done. We don't think we had time enough to assess how it would impact a wide cross section of businesses, and therefore what measures could have been put in place to mitigate some of the impacts.
The recently confirmed minimum wage by Prime Minister Honorable Philip J. Pierre mandates a minimum monthly wage of $1,131 or $6.52 per hour, effective the 1st of October 2024. The increase is expected to benefit approximately 13,000 St. Lucians. For Choice News Now, I am Dyrad Lionel.